Hello, I'm so happy that you arrived here. Now comes the real meat, the real advanced content which professional template creators and PowerPointers like you very soon should use. Okay, I want to set up an entire template with rounded corners. I have a concept for my entire presentation that it should be a little bit rounded, all pictures, all items, everything should be on rounded objects. Let me go to View and select and create one new layout. This layout will show you all again benefits and problems which you can have while working in PowerPoint. I will insert layout, and on this layout I want pictures to be shown, eventually a bit of text. I don't want any title or footer because it will only crowd my slide. I want to go to Insert Placeholder and insert two picture placeholders. I will select my shift and I will select one on the left side, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, one on the right side. And I want to show you the troubles which you can face. So I wanted rounded corners here. This doesn't look like it, but you can click on this placeholder. You can go to Edit Shape in the Format tab, change shape, and select any shape you want. So I wanted this rectangle, this rounded corners rectangle, to be used here. I can even click to adjust it a little bit. Okay, and this is what I would have. The little problem I have with PowerPoint is always when I click on it, it shows me the rectangle placeholder. Only if I deselect it, it shows me the actual object which we'll have here. But I wanted it to be like this. So how could I do that? So I have good and bad news for you. Depending on what PowerPoint version you have, you will or will not be able to do this. So I'll rotate it 45 degrees because I wanted everything to be set up in such a style. And as you can see, the picture is now skewed. Now we'll see how this looks in the presentation. The good thing is that you can use subtraction to create any shape you like. And this is the best trick in PowerPoint you can possibly imagine. Let me show you. Insert, Shapes, and I could insert, for example, the same shape. I would create a shape like this with my Shift key, not Control, Shift. I would make it rounded, I would rotate it over, I would put it here, and as I believe PowerPoint 2010 didn't have subtractions. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that PowerPoint 2013, of course 2016, and all newer versions have this. So if you have PowerPoint 2013, you are safe. You can simply click on the picture, shift click on the object, and in the Format tab, Merge Shapes, just intersect it, boom, you have this object prepared. And now look how beautiful this slide could be set up. I could have several of those here, like this, and we have a beautiful slide setup. I will close my master view and I'm creating my presentation. New slide, and I know that you want to have pictures on this slide. You just right click, you just layout, and you just select your beautiful layout. Now imagine if an entire presentation would be set up like this. It would be really beautiful and easy to use. So let me now select any picture and show you this example. Boom, I have the water. Oh, this water applied here. What happens when I put it here? Boom, and now you see the problem with the skewing. The problem here is that I had to rotate this object, and here this object was cropped. So I definitely recommend cropping objects to the little object you want to have, because this is a no-go. You can't use photographs like that, only if you really want them to look like that, but this is a little problem we have in PowerPoint. Of course, you could try to create a normal image, then create white shapes here to cover this up, but this would be super difficult. This, however, we can't change the format of this object, and we can change the format here. So again, I want to always show you advantages and benefits and disadvantages and those bad things which master slides sometimes help us and sometimes they limit us in our design. But basically, what you want to do, you want to create layouts like that, where it's super simple, and now I could create several very similar slides by, for example, just selecting new slide, and any new slide I add, boom, 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 it will always use the last layout used. So if I change my layout, I select a new slide, it will have the same layout. But since I wanted to set up several slides like that, for example, this would be slide 1, this would be slide 2. Slide 2 would be entirely made up of images, so I would make it like that, like that, like that. Since these placeholders can be copied, we only can use as many as we have in this layout. Because I can't press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, it doesn't work like that, sadly. We can only create photographs and duplicate those photographs, boom, boom, boom. But sadly, we cannot duplicate those objects. We would have to go to View, to Slide Master, duplicate this layout, and make, for example, a few more boxes which can be used later. Okay, beautiful layout. And we would create a new slide. I would right-click Layout, and I know that To Custom Layout is the crazy layout with all the images here. And I'll use them, I'll place them here, and this is how you use effectively Slide Master, how you operate on templates, how you prepare templates, how you create entire presentations with a consistent design. Now, if you have a logo, let's say that this is my company logo. I go to View, I go to Slide Master, and I know that this logo has to be everywhere, absolutely everywhere. You just go and paste it onto the Slide Master, you place it here, you make it small, and this little object would be on the entire presentation no matter what you do. So this is how operating on Slide Masters and templates work. I do hope that this tutorial was really beneficial for you and you learned a lot how to set up custom shapes for your super cool presentations.